Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Trailhead Ranger NJ, and we are doing this trail mix of get started as an admin quest which will help you to begin with Salesforce admin stuff. And if you are a Salesforce beginner, this is the trail mix you should follow. So in our last video we have completed this module, that is Salesforce admin quick look, and in this video we'll be completing module that is core responsibilities for Salesforce admin. I will open this new tab, and we have 6 units in this module. So here we'll be learning good habits around the 5 core responsibilities needed for an admin career growth. So let's get started with it. Our first unit is learn about admin core responsibilities. So as a Salesforce admin, we belong in a special community which enables its member to succeed and grow together. And what are some of the core responsibilities as an admin, which we have gone through in our previous video as well. So the 5 core responsibilities are user management, data management, product management, security, and actionable analytics. So you can see in this diagram, those all together five responsibilities will make you a Salesforce admin. And these core responsibilities are the foundation for best practices while becoming a Salesforce admin. So we'll go to the quiz. Our first question is, which of these are core admin responsibilities? First is solution development, second is security, third is product management, fourth is app exchange. So B and C is the correct answer, security and product management. So we'll select E option. Second question is, true or false? You should always rely on learning a hack or a quick tip when building your skills, because it's all about being done as quickly as possible. So no, while learning we should not follow this thing. Let's check our quiz, and it's correct. Let's move on to the next unit of this module, which is understand user management. So what exactly is user management? It is one of the 5 core admin responsibilities which involves configuring the access, measuring adoption, and observing and communicating with users. So we need to design and customize user experience. What some of the questions we might need to answer while working on this, that how would we normally accomplish whatever task they will be giving us, which reports we will need to export to Excel, and what other kind of departments we need to interact with, and if there is a part of this process which is challenging for us. So we need to answer all of this. And as part of user management role, we need to manage profile of user, permissions, roles, and groups. If we are assigning them with the correct permission sets, correct role, correct object level and field level permissions, we all need to check these. And then reporting and adoption. So in adoption we just measure if our features are being fully utilized or not. Basically, if we are adapting a particular feature at its full capacity or not. And to measure adoption, we need to check out the features if users are expected to working within Salesforce. So that we can do by going to the optimizer in setup of in quick find of setup, and then enable optimizer by allowing access, and then decide if the app should automatically run and update. So that we can do, we need to be communicating with stakeholders. So communication was one of the most important skills which we covered in the previous module, that it needs to have a part of skill set of Salesforce admin. And then AI and emerging technologies is already there. AI is being uprising. So we'll come to the quiz. Our first question is, what actions should you take as you undergo the long-term project of reducing the number of profiles in your org? First is get buy-in from stakeholder. Second is create a plan to reduce profiles and switch to a permission-led model. Third is assign permissions based on job titles. And fourth is A and B. So A and B should be the correct answer. So whatever will be making changes regarding to, we should always check with stakeholders. and then we can follow this approach for reducing profiles. We can switch to the permission led model. That is, we can assign whatever profile related permissions using the permission sets. Then our second question is, how can you ensure users have the access they need to Salesforce applications, features and data? First is create an individual profile for each user. Second is give all users an admin profile so they can do everything in Salesforce. Third is regularly meet with users to observe and collect feedback. And fourth is ask users how they would solve challenges on the platform. So to ensure users have the access they need to Salesforce application, we obviously can't create separate profile for each user. Neither we can give the admin access, so they'll make changes even to the things they don't have or they should not have access to. Then we can try to meet them with regularly to observe and collect their feedbacks, and even we can ask users if how they would solve challenges on the platform. So according to me, C should be the correct answer, but let's check. So it's correct. Let's move on to the next unit, that is delve into data management. So in our previous unit, we talked about user management, and in this unit we'll be talking about data management. So let's start. What is data? Data is only as valuable as its quality, so we need to be sure that our data is of top notch quality. Then AI and emerging technologies. AI is playing a lot of role in each and every technology, not only just Salesforce. And then review and maintain a backup. Uh, there's always a potential for data loss due to several factors, which can be user error, like user might delete something which they should not. If the sandbox is being refreshed, then, and if we have not created its copy already, so we might lose the data there. Or if say rare Salesforce downtime, suppose there's a downtime of Salesforce, and then there's also a situation we might lose data there as well. So we shall be careful about all of this thing, and we should create a backup strategy so that we should not lose any kind of data. We can use data export service, data loader or report export for data backup, and we can even use change sets, sandbox refresh and DevOps for metadata backup. And there are some of the options available on the app exchange as well, such as on backup, gear set, auto rabbit and oda. So these are some of the options which we can use to have the data backup. And if we talk about when deciding on a backup solution, what factors we should consider. So business dependency on Salesforce. So the higher they are dependent on Salesforce, the more critical a robust and readily available solution will be needing for backup. Then data and metadata loss restoration process we need to keep in mind, and even frequency of Salesforce deployment. The more frequently it will be getting deployed, and the more risk will be facing of the data loss. Then cleans data. Again, as its name suggests, we shall keep in mind that we need to have clean data, means there should be very less duplicates available in the system for better user experience. So like that. Then review and refresh sandbox. It should be done in higher supervision. We should minimize configuration errors. Then consistent refresh schedule. And Salesforce, there are we have already covered a video on the Salesforce sandbox type, so you can watch this. And if we talk about the refresh intervals, so developer sandbox can be refreshed daily, developer pro sandbox can be refreshed every few days, partial copy sandbox can be refreshed from few days to a week, and full sandbox can be refreshed monthly due to their size, because its size is very big, having all the production metadata and so on. Then we'll talk about maintain and improve your data dictionary. So data dictionary is nothing but a blueprint of all the data we will be having in our Salesforce org. So we will be having such crucial information such as data types, sample results, integration details, field usage, data source, security and access levels, history tracking, page layouts and field placement, questions and notes. So what kind of benefits we can have using by using data dictionary, such as enhanced collaboration, error reduction and reduced rework, streamlined integrations, improved data quality, and facilitated data audits. Let's come to the quiz, and our first question is, what's something you can put in place to prevent accounts with the same names from being created? First is in-app guidance, second is workflow rules, third is duplicate rules, and fourth is a Slack post to remind user to not do it again. So we shall have duplicate rules to avoid creating duplicate accounts having the same name. Second question is, what should you do before refreshing your organization sandbox? First is create a refresh schedule. Second is push everything to production first. Third is determine sandbox ownership. And fourth is outline a deployment strategy. So I guess fourth should be the correct option. Let's check. Okay, so second one is definitely not correct. Even the third one, let's check with the first option. I guess we should have a refresh schedule in place before refresh the organization sandbox. Okay, let's go back here. I might have missed something. Designating owners for each sandbox is vital for smooth coordination before any refresh. Okay, so the ownership is required, which is the third option, that is determine sandbox ownership. So we'll check with that, and yeah. So we'll move on to the next unit. Explore product management. So what exactly is product management? Salesforce product management is all about managing Salesforce as a valuable product within your individual organizations. So we need to ensure that it is delivering maximum value and return on investment to your businesses. And also we need to keep in mind what all responsibilities does the product management will be holding on, that is the strategic planning and vision, understanding business needs and requirements, solution design and implementation, product roadmap and feature adoption, governance and best practices, continuous improvement and optimization. So, if we talk about establish and maintain governance, so as part of the governance framework, we'll be able to advocate for system updates, user needs, align Salesforce technology with business objectives, provide expertise on security and technical depth, champion change and training to promote user adoption, and even increase innovation. So if we see the get guidance from the Salesforce optimizer you have heard in our previous unit that we can access it from quick find from the setup, and then we can enable it. We can even manage Salesforce releases and its critical updates. We need to just check what if there is any action we need to take if there is an update or release due soon, or if there is a release which is overdue, or if it is archived already. So we can check for that, and we can implement new Salesforce products such as Agent Force. We can use the App Exchange as well. So let's come to the quiz for this unit. First question is, what's a key tool for identifying opportunities to improve your Salesforce instance? First is Salesforce Trailhead. Second is App Exchange Marketplace. Third option is Salesforce Sandboxes. And fourth is Salesforce Optimizer. So Salesforce Optimizer should be the correct answer. Second question is, what's a good way to approach the adoption of the new AI tool Agent Force? First is immediately implement Agent Force without involving stakeholders. Second is provide a general demo to stakeholders and brainstorm use cases collaboratively. Third is replace all existing processes with Agent Force automation. And fourth is focus on building custom demos for each team member without feedback. So B option should be the correct one. Let's check. And it's correct. Let's move on to the next unit, which is get the scoop on security. So security is very important factor in Salesforce. So while working with Salesforce, you need to Keep in mind that all the users access, what all visibility they are having related to field level security, object level security, permission set, sharing rules, sharing sets, and what role profile and other things they are having. You need to keep that in mind. Then we need to continuous learning is always essential, so we need to check if security threats are constantly changing. So we need to see if there is new threat is coming up, and if our org is stably secure from that or not. Salesforce is constantly evolving as well. Best practices are continually refined. Expanding sales skill set is also required. What are learning resources you can refer, that is Trailhead, Salesforce admins podcast, Salesforce security sites, Salesforce admin sites, and trust.salesforce.com as well. So let's come to the quiz. Our first question is, what's the best practice when it comes to granting access to a new hire? First option is approve the request immediately to maintain team productivity. Second is deny the request to avoid security complications. Third is consult IT for automation options unrelated to security access. And sorry, fourth is the review the new hire's role and grant targeted access to permission sets using the principle of least privilege. So D option should be the correct one. What is the meaning of principle of least privilege? That is, we need to provide the access based on the low access, means the minimal access they should be having so that they can complete their targeted work, but not more than that. Second question is, why is it vital to use tools like security health check? First option is to help identify critical security gaps and improve security configurations. Second is to automate all access requests without review. Third is to replace regular communication with IT. And fourth option is to ensure all users have maximum access privileges. I guess first option should be the correct one. Let's check. And it's correct. Let's move on to the last unit of this module, that is get acquainted with actionable analytics. So what is actionable analytics? So business aim to influence results. Leaders usually rely on the data to guide decisions, and managers and individual contributors will be needing access to data whether their tactics are effective or not, to ensure that whatever they are working on, if it is effective or not. So they need to check the data or reports for particular actionable items. So that terms as analytics. They can attend quarterly business review to ensure that they are going in the right direction. Confirm and update KPIs, that key performance indicator, that is as its name suggests, key performance indicator. If the performance is improving, so there might be a one or two factors which are playing more role than the other factors. So we need to keep those KPIs in mind. Then we have review and update key reports and dashboards. And yeah, let's come to the quiz. First question is, you attend the sales team QBR, that is quarterly business reviews, and learn that several regional managers are getting inconsistent reporting on key metrics. So what's your first move after the meeting? First option is create a separate report for each regional manager to review conversion data individually. Second is set up meetings with regional manager to understand current dashboard inconsistencies and develop a plan to standardize dashboards. Third is remove all current dashboards and build new ones from scratch without consulting the team. And fourth one is focus only on preparing a presentation for the next meeting without addressing dashboard inconsistencies. So second option should be the correct one, because first need to identify why these inconsistencies are happening and if we can fix those or not. Second question is, what's the best way to effectively communicate regular updates to key reports and dashboards you maintain? First option is send a one-time email to all staff members and consider the task complete. Second is develop a data-driven communication strategy using multiple channels, including your company's internal collaboration platform. Third is communicate with a few key stakeholders who will spread the word. And last one is hold daily meetings with every employee to discuss changes. So I guess second option should be the correct one. Let's check. And that's how we are done with this module, that is the core responsibilities for Salesforce admin. And if you like it, please like the video, subscribe the channel, and let me know in the comment section if you have any doubt, or if you want me to cover any other module, unit, or any super badge or anything related to Salesforce. And in our next video we'll be covering this trail, that is the admin beginner. It is already completed in my this or but I'll be doing it with you, don't worry. And we are doing this quest, that is get started as an admin quest. So please be stay tuned with me, and you can do it along with me as well. We'll be learning all together. And thank you, stay tuned.